Good morning friends, welcome back to another video class on communication skill. In the previous session, if you people have watched it, it was on formal letter. The link of the same video is mentioned in the description. Those who did not watch it, they can watch the same. Today we are going to discuss in our video about the various things that we have to keep in our mind while drafting a formal letter. The first thing that we have to always consider is we need to draw a proper outline. We have to organize our thoughts and we need to understand what is it that we want to convey through our letter. So keep always in your mind that you organize yourself in a proper way. Draw a proper outline. What should be the letter subjected to? So therefore, first thing that we should keep in our mind is the subject line. The second point that we discuss here would be related to the, after outlining, drafting the letter. How do we draft a letter? Whenever we are drafting the letter, the first thing that we should keep in our mind is audience, their expectation, and what the letter is willing to convey. And after reading the letter, what is it that we are that we are expecting from the audience? So always remember that whenever you draft a letter, you have to keep in your mind the audience, the person whosoever is going to read the letter. The third point is the address of the audience. If the address is incorrect, the letter is not going to reach to the right hand. So therefore, always remember the address of the person should be aptly or rightly mentioned on the letter. The next part is related to how do we write the letter, which is divided into three important forms. The first one is simple, the second one is straightforward, and the third one is generate interest. Keep these three points in your mind. Whenever I talk about simple, simple says the language that we are using should be lucid. The language that we are using should be very simple in understanding. The person need not or should not be using a dictionary to identify the meaning of the words and then reading the letter. The language that we are using in the letter should be very simple. Avoid using jargons unless and until that person is not knowing about those jargons. So always remember, jargons should not be used while writing any of the formal letter. Then the point should be expressed in a straightforward way. Don't try to entangle or disentangle the person while reading the letter. It should be very simply and to the point mentioned, so that the person while reading letter should generate interest. He or she should feel that yes, this is something important for my particular business, so I must read it till the end. So always keep in your mind that whenever you are writing a letter, in the letter, keep these 3 points in your mind. The first one is the language should be simple. The second, the way you are going to present should be to the point, straightforward. And finally, it should generate the interest. Whenever we are talking about the conclusion part, in the conclusion part, there are 3 things that we always have to keep in our mind. The first one is call of action. The person after reading the letter should always be ready to reciprocate, to come forward to you and to respond to your action. So therefore, there has to be a proper call of action that is expected after reading the letter. That can happen only once when you use the right words in the right way. Then next, after call of action, the person should be able to reach up to you. So your address also should be properly mentioned. And finally, when we are talking about letter writing, the letter should reach to the person at the right time. The time management is something which is very, very important. You can watch my video on time management so that you can understand the importance of time management and how to utilize it in your day-to-day life. So always remember, dear friends, that whenever we are talking about formal letter, the letter must have these things always running in your mind before drafting so that you can pitch with the right words and you can reach to the audience in a right way. Thank you very much for watching this video.